Sorry.
Sex crimes that do not involve a high school teacher.
Wow.
The Secret Service agent that got arrested for masturbating at the hotel.
Yes, I actually heard about that.
I kind of opened a story on that. He was in the hall
Of a hotel, masturbating. We've all been there, people.
He was working exterior security for President Donald Trump's appearance at the PGA Tour Classic Championship.
Well, I bet you no one was coming down that hallway with a gun. But something else was caught.
6th floor of the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, Miami Airport and Convention Center, Sunday night. That's when it happened. They allegedly found Spillman masturbating at the end of the hallway when they arrived on scene.
Excuse me, his last name was what?
Spillman.
How fitting.
John Spillman. So there was that. And guys, don't do that. Don't masturbate in the hotel hallway.
You want to be on the inside of the hotel room to masturbate. They don't care if we've covered this.
You could have probably about got away with it on the balcony, although there is a chance you could get in trouble.
Yeah, and it would be then like what, indecent? Well, I guess it still would be indecent.
Some sort of.
There'd be a bigger charge, I would imagine, when you're out in public in the open, like kids are there and shit.
They could strum up a charge for sure.
Yeah, you'd probably have to go on the sex offender registry. But yeah. What was his? Didn't he have a quote in there? Was he quoted?
He said, "I was just masturbating, guys. It's natural." No, I don't have a quote.
Okay, I was about to say he does have a point, but then again, so is pooping and peeing, and we do have laws against that in public. Again, inside the hotel room, it's okay. Not in the hallway.
I think it's technically illegal to spit in public. I mean, you can get away with it, but...
Yeah, that's true. Because after the spit is spat, how can someone right then and there claim it was your spit that was spat?
So, I saw that ICE... There was a headline 2 days ago that said that ICE had arrested Disney cruise workers when they were ported. And I instantly... The comments and the story was being spun as if ICE did an immigration thing. Nope.
No, it was child pornography.
Yeah, 28. Oh well, the cruise staffers were among 28 arrested. I'm not sure how many cruise staffers, but yeah, Disney Cruise.
It's basically a child or some sort of trafficking ring where obviously there were Disney employees on the cruise cooperating. I mean, I guess, I don't know how these things work, but I guess it does require a lot of cooperation from people in certain positions.
I don't know how it works, but we had maybe episode or two ago talked about how teachers are like at the breeding ground of the school.
Right.
Not just Catholic schools, but apparently. But
although statistically also Catholic schools.
But now we got a new one, Disney Cruises.
Yeah, well, I mean, to like what you were saying, like schools open up a lot of opportunity for teachers to, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, indulge in that temptation. Kids they're required to spend a certain amount of time with each other, usually in, semi-private rooms and things like that. The Disney staff, kids are everywhere. It's a kid. Anytime you see Disney, think of Disney, you think, oh, kids are no threat.
I'm just a little bit assumptive, but the Disney Cruise thing sounds like they're targeting younger people than the high school teachers.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, now we're getting into, I would imagine, like elementary school. Like
some of these high school teachers, the students are even legal age if they're 17 or 18, depending on the state.
Yeah.
But there's still a charge that sticks because it's like a superiority thing. You're in a position of authority. There's crimes attached to that. Just like if you were the boss doing quid pro quo to the subordinate, as the J.P. Morgan exec was accused of this week, and those headlines went berserk. It's so questionable if the person then came out and said, I made that stuff up, because that's their PR campaign.
Yeah.
Is that he came back and said, no, I was trying to, whatever he was trying to do by filing the complaint, but it was actually made up. And maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. They got 500,000 applicants on the heels of it, which is kind of stupid. It's like, oh, I want to be an intern so I can have the lady domineer and stuff in the office. Because did you hear the allegations exactly?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not to that detail, no. So what happened to J.P. Morgan and Kink?
There was potentially we'll call her an exec.
All right. So basically she's in a certain powerful
her
position.
Assistant, who was married, she was spiking his drink with Viagra and drugs like Bill Cosby might use. She was
on the women,
because supposedly he was having trouble getting an erection.
Oh.
She was.
So this was consensual drugging?
No.
Oh.
The allegation, the original allegation. Actually, just look it up.
Oh, you want me to?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay, but just at my own
Just
time.
look it up. It goes into more detail.
So she drugged him what, trying to incriminate him? Like get him in a sexual position?
She was trying to rape him.
And
she was texting him, remember, I own you, and sexual shit on the heels of that.
That is such an interesting strategy. Drugging him with boner pills to get a boner to try and rape him. Like, when he got a boner, I wonder if, like, was she planning on just backing up or just falling on him or something?
Well, supposedly she was cramming him into the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is this a...
Supposedly she took her...
what type of figure are we talking here? We're talking like a slim fit figure or kind of a larger lady?
Slim enough.
Okay. I'm just wondering what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a woman who works out, or you're dealing with a woman who's just a lot to handle? Imagine she does a lot of Pilates. But that is an interesting strategy. I have never even heard of that before. Wow.
Supposedly, if you want a promotion, you're going to do this, was some of the text.
Well, I mean, I don't think you'd have to necessarily drug some guys for that kind of proposition.
No, that's why they had 500,000 applicants.
Yeah, but you really got to be selective.
Which I think was a symbolic application.
Yeah.
They didn't actually think they were going to get hired, drugged by the pretty decent-looking exec.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't...
Pushed into the floor.
These wouldn't be deal breakers necessarily. I mean, the whole drugging without my consent would be, of course.
Maybe like a lottery or a slot pool they applied just in case.
Yeah.
Because the company's obviously trying to sweep it under the rug.
Well, yeah, it's bad PR and a potential big lawsuit. But,
sorry for dwelling on that. I never got to the details, but you kept talking about it. But you had one back to the school. Oh,
okay. You done with the J.P. Morgan thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a twofer.
Oh, whoa. Hold on here.
He mentioned you had a twofer. I didn't read the article or anything.
2 high school teachers caught sleeping with the same student.
Oh, I thought it was 2 students, same teacher. I'm sure that exists too.
Caught sleeping with the same... 2 students, same... Well, yeah. No, this guy's kind of doing his own thing here. 2 Texas educators are facing the legal consequences of what authorities describe as a gross violation of trust. Just a bit. Gretchen Keeler and Catherine Pettit, both former staff of Memorial High School.
Was it like 2 at the same time, or was he
no.
cheating?
He was kind of playing the field here. The investigation, which shook the Spring Branch community, highlights the critical importance of student safety and professional boundaries. I love how they just keep playing it up like he's the victim here.
Once a teacher...
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's kind of like, all right, I got this one teacher, maybe I can get a little pull with another. Because you know how women get so jealous of something they can't have or something perceived that they can't have. They gotta... I don't want to sound sexist, but I tell you, with dating nowadays, I feel like women are like cats, or really both genders are like cats.
Well, he
just have different triggers.
He might have got that confidence boost from the first one.
That too, which also is another trigger to get her to chase you. That's how they're kind of like animals, where it's just like you got to give them something to chase. If you're just there, open for business, play with it for a while, but get tired of it.
And of course, maybe he wasn't confident. Maybe he was sad victim.
Ooh, that's a good angle too.
So,
both women resigned shortly after the allegations surfaced and now face felony charges for sexual assault of a child.
Just while we're on it, there was a local I think they said oncologist, gynecologist, OBGYN oncologist.
Okay.
He's like 80. Apparently, he was whacking off at the barbershop or something. He pulled it out.
That's funny. You think at his day job, a barbershop wouldn't be the place he'd actually indulge in that sort of thing.
Keep talking for a sec. I'm going to try to find his name.
I got a quote from the student being like, I didn't mean to sleep with the first one. I was an honest victim. But the second one, she was kind of a ringer. That's a direct quote. They're keeping his name under wraps since he's 17 and described as a child legally. Which I have to admit, 17, come on. Especially in Texas, come on.
Barber accused. Gosh almighty. There's so much stuff that I can't even... Whatever. It may be cognitive decline. A lot of previous coworkers and employees are saying, look, I just think I think he's got a brain injury, tumor, like something's up.
He ain't right. That's all we know. He ain't right.
If he was OBGYN, he might have been having flashbacks, but I'm not. It was Glutch or something.
Can I be honest with you? I think he just knew he was 80 and could get away with it. Because once you reach a certain age, people start feeling sorry for you when you do crazy things like that. They don't want to just arrest you as if you're some 30-year-old whacking off.
They were talking about it at work today.
I bet you if that Secret Service agent was 80, they'd be like, oh, he's just a confused old man. Listen, he's a sweetheart, okay? He's just kind of here to just greet everybody, okay? Just make him feel like he's part of the team. He's about to retire. It's okay. You can get away with that shit.
You could get away with it in the hall at the nursing home. I almost guarantee it.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I almost did. No, I was like, there's a story there.
No, he was in a hall.
Yeah.
And we were saying go to your room.
Right, because
but once you're at the nursing home, if you're capable, you can get away with like basically anything.
Well, I imagine it's kind of like, they're just happy you're out of bed and you're moving. It's like, well, it may be indecent, but at least he's, in a good mood. Yesterday he seemed kind of mopey. They don't want you sitting by yourself at the lunch table.
Sex crimes. I read a couple years ago, one of the aides at the nursing home was kind of giving hand jobs.
What do you mean kind of giving hand jobs? What was she, slapping it?
Well, I don't know what her criteria was, but if she felt bad enough for you and it seemed possible, it might happen.
You know what? That should be a part of the gig. Just saying. I'm sure the pay should match it eventually, the demand of the job. But, if the pay was right, yeah, that should be a part of the gig. I could see a lot of people saving up for retirement, especially if they choose to be single the majority of their life, and they want to retire at a home like that. If I don't wind up married, I wouldn't mind retiring in a home like that. Watch old TV from the 90s during the day, get free pain meds or whatever the hell I need at that age, and handies at night. I'd be sleeping. I'd be dead asleep 4 in the afternoon. No problem.
Okay, I found the story. A retired Greenville oncologist and former Prisma Health cancer director charged with indecent exposure after a complaint at a salon. I was calling it a barbershop. They're saying a salon.
That means they do nails.
It was probably a hair salon. I might have said Gluck. That was his name, Larry Gluck.
Larry Gluck. What a fucking name.
That's kind of bad, isn't it?
I guarantee you he was picked on in school.
May 4th, Greenville police accused of exposing himself at a hair salon.
That's funny. They still have to say accused until the judge rules or, jury or whatever. It's like, yeah, we have video footage. We have people seeing it. We know he did it, but he's accused.
It does get more specific. At the Artistic Cutters Salon and Spa.
So wow, that sounds bougie.
On Rocky Slope Road.
Oh, Rocky Slope. Yeah, I'm familiar with that in Staunton. It's not as rocky as you think. It's more slopey. They should just call it Slope Drive because that's what you're doing.
So... that's all.
Man, that's what I like to call a sticky situation.
Prisma Health put out a statement and said that their patient safety is paramount and things, and that he had retired 2 years ago and has no patient-facing duties currently.
He only sees the bottom.
They
not
did
the
say
face.
patient-facing with a hyphen. The other I kind of paraphrased, but that was part of the direct quote.
Okay.
He has no patient-facing duties.
Rob, I got something to ask you. Considering this man is affiliated with your company, how do you feel about that as an employee of the company?
The company is not even a big team or family or anything, and yeah,
they're not your work
hate
family.
to let you down.
What? That's
There's new health systems coming to the area, and I'm glad.
really what's coming in. What's coming around?
Novant. They just bought the TD Bank building for $57 million off of I-85. They're probably going to have to get an exit built and everything, so it's going to take a while, but they're going to turn it into a hospital.
It's called what again?
Novant.
Novant.
They already have some urgent cares.
Yeah.
And they closed a couple, and people were like, "Oh, they're withdrawing from the market. They ran out of money or whatever." No, and then they came back with the second wave and stamped a bigger footprint. They're building outpatient clinics, like rather than just the urgent cares. Pretty big buildings are getting put up, and they're buying a central hospital. They're trying to establish in this market.
So instead of Bon Secours and Prisma, your company, we would have.
Bon Secours has kind of been lame duck. But let's just Prisma instead of that one big health system. Wink, wink, wink. No, I mean, honest to God, guys, Prisma has been trying to take over.
Yeah,
they have expanded, merged, bought up practices. They
bought all the railroads. They got Boardwalk, Park Place.
Very aggressive. While Bon Secours kind of was like just trying to hold on. But Bon Secours is building the ER in Powdersville attached to a Piedmont Ortho.
That's orthopedic, not the cockroach specialists?
Yeah, not the cockroach specialist.
Just
which will bug the shit out of you if you don't sign up. I would turn them away. Actually,
no pun
don't
intended.
let them give you that first free treatment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they just want to get under the hood so they can diagnose a bunch of problems and have you come back and pay for the...
They were contracted with D.R. Horton when I bought D.R. Horton home. For every new homeowner is kind of already in a 6-month free quote like contract, but you had to cancel out of it or something.
In other words, they took the like the game plan from like internet subscription companies.
Instead of going door to door, you're already signed up.
Yeah,
it was a bigger deal, but
it's just the burden's on you to cancel it, or else we'll just keep charging you forever.
And they guilt the shit out of you. They're like, this could affect your home warranty if you don't have termite treatment. It's like it's a brand new house, termite treatments that you already did while I was getting it quote free. You think I need another one? 6-month-old house.
Yeah.
And they guilt the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, it's like getting a colonoscopy at 20. Unless you enjoyed that sort of thing, you really don't need it.
There's a lot of turbo cancer and stuff going. I am actually blaming the vaccine to a degree. It has to have something to do with it, but we don't really know.
What vaccine?
The COVID-19 vaccination.
And what's it doing?
Safe and effective. It's activating cancer cells or causing cancer to spread really quickly. In addition to the heart attacks that it may be causing.
That sounds like another episode. That sounds like a whole nother path of conversation.
The announcement today, Stephen, or is his name Stephen Garcia? Garcia, the former South Carolina quarterback, he's 38, stage 4 colon cancer, 38. I mean, think James Vanderbeek. He was kind of young, colon cancer. Yeah. You're right, 20 might be early, but 30 is starting to be like, if you got the money, maybe do it, because your insurance probably isn't going to cover it unless you're 50.
Well, I think one big contributor to that is our diet when it comes to nitrates. That's the number one cause of colon cancer.
Well, we're eating terrible food.
Well, I mean, look at everything.
I call it terrible, but like...
think of all the things that have bacon now added to it.
Well, if you've watched the...
That's now a carcinogen, just like cigarettes was for the boomer generation.
The documentaries on GMOs.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. It goes deep. It's not just the finished product. It's the seeds. It's every aspect of it you could think. It's the feed that the animals are fed.
It's basically the side effect of manipulating nature. The way we influenced evolution to make dogs, so this is what we basically do to food.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its benefits if you like sweeter apples, bigger apples, and things like that when it comes to fruit and vegetables.
Now, mind you, we haven't hit stop. We're still on sex crimes.
Oh, yeah. Well, I should say cucumbers then, and eggplants. Peaches, and other lightly fuzzy things with a crease.
There was something else I was going to circle back around on that popped back up in the news.
Oh, you can't remember it?
No.
Damn. Not even a detail? I tell you, in entertainment news, I'm looking forward to seeing Mortal Kombat 2 in the 4XD or 4DX or whatever the hell they call it.
It probably won't be that great, but I'm not saying I won't see it.
What do you mean it won't? You probably won't be that great.
I thought the first one wasn't that great.
Why not?
I don't know.
I thought it was a great setup, and we're really hitting that. They go into it making a trilogy. You can't look at the first one as a standalone. So we're just now reaching the first round of the tournament here, and we got more characters, we got more fights, and now we got theater chairs that fucking move with the movie.
40X will beat you up if you're not prepared.
I'm prepared. I'll wear a cup because Johnny. He's going to do his ball breaker. You know he is. Johnny Cage.
So you'll wear a cup?
Well, he's going to do the ball breaker, and I don't want my balls broken, and it's a 4DX cinema.
Let me tell you what can happen at 40X.
Please.
You can walk in, buy a ticket. They'll let you buy popcorn. It's going to go all over the place. There's no way you could hold it. They don't have a place to set it because you're
going on for a ride. That's what you're doing.
But they'll let you buy it.
Well, yeah, they want your money.
They won't warn you. They won't make you sign a waiver.
They just assume you have common fucking sense about gravity and the movement of things and inertia. Right.
Those seats are rough. It's not just a shaker.
I've been to one. I saw Dune Part 2 in it. That's part of the appeal to me. Want that.
Was it rows of 4 seats per motor or per movement?
I think it was 4. Yeah. Because
that's what the 40X is at Hollywood 20.
Okay, that must be the way they make them then. But yeah, this was in Vegas. The last time I was in Vegas.
It's got like smell-o-vision. It's got
like shit that the wind blows in your hair when you're riding a sandworm. Well, that was actually kind of fun.
Air, not just the wind, but it had little like burst of air it could hit you with.
Yeah,
and the mist and
water,
all that.
Yeah.
It would hit your legs with bursts of air and stuff. I saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie, or the newest one.
Yeah.
And when
How was
Princess
that, by the way?
would come along, a little perfume smell.
Yeah.
I thought
You've been seeing a lot of children's movies lately, haven't you?
I thought that was decent. Yeah. It's who I've been dating. And
then
the
can't get her into a PG-13 or an R-rated.
I picked one movie and she didn't like it, and it's like, well, now I get to choose. But you know what?
What was the movie? Was it?
My turn's coming up.
Okay, well, what was the movie again?
It wasn't even one It was one we rented at the house.
Oh, what the fuck! It wasn't even in the theater.
Yeah.
What?
That
doesn't count.
I'm gonna pick the next one.
That doesn't count. Yeah, you should.
Because she wants me to see that sheep detective.
Oh, with Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Oh, again, you're owed 2.
Again,
you're owed fucking 2, sir. You're going to be like, okay, you owe me. And then you go into it, you watch the movie, and you're like, bitch, you owe me 2. I promise you.
Yeah, because I had to see Hoppers.
How was that, by the way? You said it was pretty good, right?
It was a great concept. Living up to its potential, can't give it more than a 7 out of 10.
Ooh, missed the target, it sounds.
It's the only thing.
I know, personally, I got high hopes for the new Sonic movie being made with Jim Carrey. I hope they just keep the trend going. I do like this revival of 90s property, the way they're doing it, like Super Mario Brothers, Sonic, and hell, even like some of the, what was the other fucking movie we mentioned?
What are you talking about? You said Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. There you go. There we are. That was the other 90s thing. That it's kind of like all this nostalgia in our current entertainment, having a renaissance of the recent past.
Keep talking since we're in one block here. No stops, no edits. See if I screenshot anything else.
Anything?
People may have seen McDonald's has announced that they will... Two things.
Ooh.
They are going to trial unlimited food subscriptions.
Oh, God. I hope this does not catch on. What? You can get a subscription to eat...
$65 a month.
That's actually not as lucrative as I thought.
McDonald's has released a $65 monthly subscription that will grant customers unlimited food. I don't know if that's in select markets or if it's...
What is considered unlimited? I know they put a cap on it because there's no way someone can go in there and order like 100 Big Macs just because they pay the subscription.
Yeah, I agree. There's got to be some sort of... It's like endless shrimp. They're not...
Yeah.
There are rules to it.
Yeah, like per transaction, you can order like 10 things.
The other thing is they have said they're going to do away with the self-serve drink machines.
Just so they can inconvenience you in other ways?
Well, if you have to go up and ask for a refill, you might not, and that's going to save them. And then, I don't think people... Let's put it this way. You pay enough for a drink. It's been a profitable model for a long time just to let people refill it. Don't bug the worker. When does the worker get considered? Because
I think this
is
the way you got to look at it here, because this is something I think what they're trying to do here. You realize when you have like an open bar, you got to pay your labor to keep up with that bar, keep it stocked, keep it clean. It just makes the place look like trash when they can't. Mm-hmm. On top of that, any free condiments you order, gone. People get more than what they... Like when I was working at Chick-fil-A, we used to put honey on the fucking bar or whatever. You can get as much honey as you want. And guess what? I had to refill every day.
Constantly.
Because it's free honey in essence, and that shit's expensive.
I'd rather have self-serve drink. I don't like going up to ask.
Well, see, that's another thing, too.
And I don't like
places like Chick-fil-A with the hospitality side of it. It's like, well, we want that personable relationship with the guest.
I don't like doing it to the worker. I know a lot of people don't give a fuck about the worker, but I do.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of shitty. They're already
I'll be honest with you, they already have that expectation. They really do. People ask them for so many other things in the gray area. That's just another one to heap on top of it.
Yep, McDonald's ending self-serve soda fountains nationwide. So
yeah, but what you said, though, it could very well be like it keeps people from walking in with a cup, doing that refill hack. It keeps... it keeps down the waste or whatever because you're not as inclined to refill your cup, pour it out and refill it with something else, or mix shit that you don't even want in the first place.
I want to do a hard pivot and then cap it with another sex crime.
All right.
And it's a political pivot, and it's like
big shocker.
It's basically a meme, but somebody posted online. It's just something to consider. A lot of times with Israel, it's like they are an ally in the area. They're an ally in the region. Someone says Iran would be a far better ally for the United States in the region. Iran produces oil, technology, and food. Israel produces nothing. So it's kind of interesting that someone's putting the spin of it on it. It's like, okay, we need an ally in the region. Maybe the one that produces something.
I'll be honest with you, that whole region I've always looked as like a quagmire. It's like, I'm not saying Israel's a better or worse ally. I'm just saying no one's really trustworthy over there.
Well,
one of our allies was housing one of our FBI's most wanted for how many years? Now, Pakistan? Come on.
Well, we did, and this is a few episodes back, we were saying, hey, you brought it up that a ceasefire had been negotiated. I'm like, that ain't going to stand.
Yeah.
Every deal that Iran makes on a ceasefire, and Israel, because I brought them up too, they bend the rules and they start launching missiles at each other again.
To a degree,
it's happened so many times.
To a degree, that's permissible within the ceasefire. I found out, like there's certain rules of engagement, and apparently, like they can attack us supposedly 10 times to a certain scale, and it not be a violation of the ceasefire because of the, I guess, type of conflict we're in. So, like, in the sense of, like, oh, have they fired back at us? Yes. But have they broken the limitations of the ceasefire? Apparently not.
Here's another original type of sex crime. Leslie Williams, a 62-year-old pastor from Florida, known for offering faith-based marriage advice.
Oh, wow.
has been arrested on bigamy-related charges.
Oh, he just wanted it all.
He was not divorced and he married again, unbeknownst to the new wife, supposedly.
Well, we know what kind of road that 17-year-old Texas student's going to follow, where he's going to wind up.
He was in Florida. He was taken into custody at The Villages. There's a Netflix special on The Villages. It's a big retirement community. On a warrant issued in Georgia, he is currently being held as legal proceedings move forward. Reports indicate the case involves an alleged second marriage while still legally married to his first spouse. So,
yeah, from what I understand,
apparently the attention was brought to it on social media late 2025 from questions raised among his followers. So he had a following with his God speak and marriage advice.
Imagine that.
And they're like, yeah, but you're still married to someone else, and we know it.
Well, what my advice states is that's okay because it works out for me and it's the most convenient right now in my situation. Thank you. God told me this. Just take my word on it. Hit subscribe. Better yet, hit that donate button.
Lastly, unless you haven't some more.
Well, I was about to add to the whole Villages. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is pretty much like a community that is like a city of retirees.
Oh, yeah, it's a city. Now, I'm not saying the documentary was the best thing ever, but it might be worth watching if you like documentaries. I found it somewhat
Is it interesting? Okay.
Yeah, but it follows like it does give an overall view, but it maybe follows 7 people.
Okay,
mostly.
Well, I mean, is it kind of like
and to me they weren't the most interesting, but
okay. Well, I mean, I was just curious.
It's eye opening. It's damn eye opening.
Okay,
sure.
For something like that to be such a place that's nationally recognized and so close to home. I'm interested in just like, what is this place that I hear about? The Villages. It's like if you retire and you're single, that's a place to go because they had like sometime last year some STD outbreak.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That was in headlines.
Yeah.
The older folks, if to the extent
a lot of pineapples on the doors hanging there.
Beyond what you would think, they are trying to live it up.
You know what? That's not a bad perspective. Let's say. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like
a broken hip or two's fair play. If
I mean, what are you hanging on? How much are you really hanging on to when you gamble with your life at that point? 5 years, maybe 6.
Is it a 55 up community? Because that could be pretty young.
Okay, now 55 sure. I don't consider senior citizen. When I get 55, fuck you for thinking I deserve a discount.
You should apply to the Villages and then let us know.
Is it an early notification kind of thing?
There's probably a waiting list, if anything. I don't know what.
Well, I mean, depending on how long the waiting list is, I got about 20 years I can burn.
The other thing, our sponsor.
Oh, for Alcoholics Anonymous?
No, Hammy's. Well, first of all, Hammy got a dog this week. I guess congratulations.
Yeah. Hold on here. It is. Oh God.
Todd's gonna pull it up.
I don't know what breed of dog this is because I'm not a dog person, but I think
could be a Mutt Supreme.
Look at that! Look at that! He's chewing on a little cucumber pickle.
That's the type. I know, but look at his. He's got. It's not a pit bull, but he's got some striations in his.
He's like
I don't really know.
The best way I can describe it is.
Let him get a little bigger, and we'll know what it is.
Well, think of Lady and the Tramp. He's the tramp, or she's the tramp, rather.
But anyway,
it's a girl. Name's Luna, after the moon. I don't know why they named it that.
Hammy's Pirate Ships. Looking for a crew. A few good men. Actually, 30 to 50 good men.
We're just looking for okay guys, cool to hang out with, some real bros.
Sail around the world looking for treasure. Get drunk on beer and rum. Sing sea shanties.
Stick a finger up a butthole, say you're just buzzed, not talk about it awkwardly.
Up to $100,000 a year if they find treasure. If you don't find treasure, it's probably a wash. They may
not word it like that, but that's what's going to happen.
Walk the plank. Call it for what it is.
Yeah,
Hammy
you'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Hammy would appreciate that.
Yeah. Hampton.
That's it for me, I think.
All right, well, that's cool. I enjoyed the time we had, and just we enjoy you listening, and we hope that you have an enlightening day and found this equally as enlightening.
Man, one more statement. Sorry. It's just...
We got one more final thought from Rob here, apparently.
Are you familiar with Coinbase, the cryptocurrency exchange?
Yes. Mostly through you, but yes.
You got someone on both sides of that buy-sell situation, and they collect a fee in the middle.
Yeah,
and they collect a fee when you cash out, and they collect a fee when you buy in, unless you do it through a slow bank transfer, blah, 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 blah. They collect a lot of fees. They bop you over the fucking head with fees, as do most exchanges. Not all, but most. Now, with them, you're supposedly paying up because this is the most trusted, most secure. And so I'm willing to pay that fee because, well, for one, they've collected a lot of fees, so we think they're not going to go out of business or say, oops, our books were actually cooked, Sam Bankman-Fried style. We're
not a Ponzi scheme, in other words.
Yeah, they posted a quarterly loss for the second quarter in a row. I think it was $358 million, maybe $378 million.
Well,
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all are embezzling money. I'm not. Well, that's not a full out accusation, but you collect so many fees. You're not managing your money well if you're taking that big of a loss. Maybe it's advertisements, maybe having their name on an arena.
I think it's the lack of activity with cryptocurrency, because ever since Bitcoin took this most recent dip, investors have been hands off. Just the past day now or two, it just finally crossed 80,000 again.
But daily volume should be enough to sustain them. Now, volume.
I don't know how big they are, man. You're talking about something worldwide over an asset that the world is still hesitant to grasp. That's a thing, though. They're.
If you think Mt. Gox was a big thing at taking Bitcoin out, which, by the way, if those guys had been on the up and up, I would have been a fucking billionaire, because I was interested then, and that gave me the coldest feet ever, because I was about to buy through Mt. Gox, which was like the only exchange that looked legit in America back in 2010 or whatever. I was going to buy cheap. Bitcoins were $50 a piece, and they the directors and things had been partying and doing cocaine and fucking around with your money and not keeping it safe, and the whole thing shut down. If Coinbase was to do that now, holy shit, that would be for crypto to ever regain any
credibility,
trust. I don't know if they could.
Well, it
might actually do it.
It's a business model built on the activity of a digital currency that just isn't fully embraced now, and that's the only hang-up.
You had Mt. Gox, you had Sam Bankman, which was, don't necessarily quote me, I think that was FTX exchange.
Yeah.
Who was up to some bullshit.
I'm not saying these guys don't fuck around with your money. I'm just saying it's like that. It's not, doesn't necessarily mean it's not a profitable business model. It just all hinges on, can Bitcoin rise out of this dip? Because investors don't have faith in it right now.
To me, Bitcoin still likely goes to $1 million. Likely, because of just, I kind of see the writing on the wall with the trends in finances and work.
Yeah.
Like what's
kind of like what's $1 million going to buy at that point, you know?
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But also, what's a rare asset that's, I mean, it's, the rich are going to run out of places to put their money, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as they buy up gold and other things, put it in like tangible assets that gain value, because against any currency, gold seems to win. It's like
think about this. There's let's call it a conspiracy theorist have theorized that there's too many boomers with $5 million in the bank plus real estate, residual income, and there's too much money in the system. And what that means is they don't have to work. Their kids, their grandkids don't have to work. Technically, they have their investments that are just going to auto feed. But the system needs workers, supposedly, or needs you to be a worker with the worker mindset.
You just got to have enough need.
This is the conspiracy. The question is, can they wipe out the servers that held the information of how much money you had? It's just money. It may be backed up. The server's tripled, 5 times backed up. But can you build a big data center, someone take it out and say, oh no, that's where Wells Fargo stored all their data. And then that $5 million ain't $5 million no more. Like I said, diversify. But I was hitting on what you were saying. Gold.
Yeah, something tangible.
It's worth diversifying into gold
because that's something that's tangible that anywhere in the world is still valuable.
It's going to continue to be valuable. If they wipe your numbers off the screen, you're still going to have your gold.
If we invent a time machine and we go back to ancient Egypt, you know how much $1 is going to be worth? Nothing, because the Federal Reserve doesn't exist in a country that hasn't been founded yet. But you know what will? Gold. Mm-hmm. They don't bury their pharaohs in trash out there.
Gold stood the test of time. And silver, I think, is popular because it's a cheaper entry point.
Yeah.
Also, supposedly they use it in manufacturing more, but they do that because it's cheaper than gold. But like for corrosive value and stuff, it's pretty good.
That's it. That in its own right, copper is a very valuable resource.
They're starting to make copper coins and bars minted. Classically, no one wants to buy a 4-pound bar or a 1-pound bar. Like that's kind of heavy, because gold and silver can be an ounce.
Yeah.
Maybe a 4-ounce. They make 4-ounce bars of silver. That's still a quarter pound. So,
need a quarter pounder of gold here.
there are mints that are now trying to become recognized and trusted to say, hey, this is pure copper or 0.999, whatever the hell they do. And they're making bars. They're making copper bars.
I would also invest in catalytic converters. That's another, especially in Staunton, another big currency that's a tangible asset. That only rises with time. I mean, there was even an unsaid bartering system within Staunton with catalytic converters and basic goods. I'd like to buy some carton of milk. Oh, that'd be like 2 catalytic converters.
Like in ancient Egypt, the catalytic converter would look different than the paper money, and they might actually like it.
I was about to say, it could be some sort of jewelry to them. I could see like a lot of Cleopatras wearing them somehow, some way. Maybe making some sort of top or ensemble.
So, that's Staunton city limits. No prep,
We're just raw and uncut, baby. That's what you feel. It's real.
But Coinbase, do better. Like, get back in the profits.
Come on.
You collect a lot of fees. It's kind of like the government.
Why don't you...
You bring in enough money every year.
Why don't you just...
budget.
Or just buy some tangible assets like gold, with your profits or something like that. Something that increases with value that you have, like, you could always liquidate if you ever need to press that panic button. Just as a very small minority investor, just a little advice. It's my 2 cents. 'Cause that's about all I own in Coinbase.
Good night, everybody.
Or good day.
If you made it this far in the video, seriously, a like and a comment, you think?
Nah. Subscribe and keep watching. I want to see that number tally up.